sometimes in life, we are faced with really difficult situations, and something that was really publicized that happened to you lately was the Jaaz Odongo story. So you may not even, we don't even have to talk about this.
Yeah.
I'm just asking it specifically because I remember you put out a first statement online. I remember a friend of mine calling me like, yo, have you seen that post? What do you think about it?
What did you think about it?
The first post, I had a lot of things to think about that first post. One is I understood how difficult it was for you because this is someone that has been around you for the longest time.
Yeah.
The first video I watched of you was Dutch, and he's in that video.
He co-produced the song.
And he co-produced, So even just knowing you over the years, he's always been the guy who's doing sound for you. If I know there's a Fena gig, I know who's gonna be on the sound is Jaaz,
Yeah.
So for that to happen the way it happened, and what I thought first was, the first statement you put out, you did not take full responsibility of your reaction towards that situation. That is what I thought first. And I messaged you that day. I didn't say that, but I just, I messaged you and was like, yo, I know this must be a hard time. I just want to know I'm sending you love and all the support. You'll get through it. I think something close to that,
Yeah.
So when you put out the second statement, now I was like, okay.
Well, I won't get into the details.
Yes.
Because as you said, it was a very difficult decision to make.
Yes.
And I won't speak on him because that is that.
Yeah, and he's not here.
And he's not here. So even me putting out the statement, he was not there. And I didn't, it wasn't until now, I'm going to do, it was just like, this is something that has been a shadow over my career for now this year. Like, I've been hearing and trying to understand, how do I move around this thing and still hold a brother accountable for his actions.
Yeah.
And very intense conversations we had because I had to, have that convo with him. So understanding also what I learned, one of the things I learned about that situation was PR versus being an individual and speaking your truth. And that's where my battle came. It's like, guys, this is someone I've known, honestly. And how are you gonna turn on someone that you practically your brother?
The emotional attachment.
And again, social media, everything is so, it's like everything is supposed to be black and white, but there's gray areas that even the most learned, most wise person will find some gray areas. So I think that for me was just that. And my final statement was just like, okay, I've heard you, I've understood why this is so sensitive. And again, and from the beginning and to the end, I will never condone sexual violence against anyone, anywhere, ever. So that's the message. That's the thing that was to be picked from that entire statement. Yeah. But all the words and everything and the emotions in it is where the message got lost.
Yeah, got lost.
Yeah.
Did you need to get professional help to
Nah.
put on a second statement?
Nah.
So that you just filter out,
Nah. Me, I'm not doing those things, guys. That's the thing. Like I've always been myself. I have always said what's on my mind. So I won't now start saying, I'm going to pay Juhu. I don't even have money to shoot a video. You get so I always just speak the truth as it is. Yeah. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I'll admit I'm wrong and then, do the right thing.
Because I believe the best apology to me is one mainly change of behavior. Because in this era, like you mentioned, social media era, people say whatever they want to say. If that is the topic to discuss on Twitter, it's I know there's many people who are just contributing and saying whatever they're saying because they want to look like, they're safe people to be around with. Yeah. But they don't really mean it. So,
intention. Read through also just, let's just chill. Like, see the intention behind everything. You get?
Yeah.
I'm not coming from a bad place. I never will. I never have. So just things get lost in translation, I guess. Yeah.
And I think even just having friends in the industry, especially women and very, very young, like young ladies who are just getting into the game. The main reason even why I brought up this conversation is because I ask myself every single day, as a man, I have a huge responsibility to play when it comes to you know, making sure that the people around me are accountable, making sure that my team
is safe.
make sure that this is a safe space for everybody to be in. So I've been asking myself how I can contribute to building a safer space for women in the industry to thrive. And even you as Fena now, I'm sure you feel umekuwa in studios and maybe you feel a certain responsibility that if there's something that you can do to contribute to make sure that Emma Cheruto can get the music done vizuri, that's something you'd definitely be willing to do. And why do you think we do not have women at the creme de la creme of like the industry? This is something I was even having a discussion with Modoni about. I'm like, why is that? Like at the very top.
I don't know, and I guess that's why we're here. Like that's why I'm relentless about getting to the top. And being at the top doesn't necessarily mean you're the president or what. It's just I have a voice strong enough to say something and be told, nah, this isn't it, and then do the right thing. You get? We're at the top, we're just not at the top. Yeah. And we're getting there. Yeah. We're heading there. Yeah. It's I guess the patriarchy, we have a long way to go still.
So it's more of a system thing.
Yeah, it's a system thing.
You know, earlier this year, you mentioned something that I think to me would be a contributing factor to, you know, changing that. And you were talking about just synergy and support among the industry. I don't know if you remember that conversation on Twitter, because you were very vocal about it.
Yeah.
I think to something to do with Elani.
Oh yeah, I just felt tight kiasi.
Yeah. I was just thinking, if leo tuanzishe WhatsApp group here, women musicians, who could admin? Wadu wote wenye unajua. Okay, I'm not.
Mimi kwa admin or group chat. Itakuwa hard, but naweza kuwa member.
So send me to a group, but I'm just thinking, if there was more synergy, if you supported each other completely, then it's very possible that you can make a lot of noise as a unit that you cannot be ignored anymore.
I think that's why I'm saying we're getting there, because you see the Mudonis, the younger group akina Karun, Valerie, Zinia, wanna roll tight. So voices zao zinakuwa stronger wakiwa tighter. So I think with more of that, and things are changing. I feel like watu wameanza kurelax, kila mtu ameanza kutoa hizo barriers. Like
we're in,
we're in this thing together, so let's move. Yeah.